Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another video. And man, it's been freezing cold as of late. It's not even spring yet. I mean, it's March, and it's not even spring yet. It's still winter. Yeah, I go outside, I see the trees blooming. I see like grass and tree pollen all over cars. I see that, but even though it looks like spring, it's still winter and it feels like winter. So, yeah. So this is some strange weather. It's like 8 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. However you want to view the temperature. Oh, yeah. It's been cold. I mean, it's been freezing cold. Like, I had to bury myself in blankets last night when I went to bed to keep warm. Holy shit. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, the weather is, to me, is kind of weird and it sucks. Well, it's climate change. It's climate change, the climate crisis. Yep. So, there's nothing I can do about it, and there's nothing all of you can't do anything. All of you can't do about it. We can't do anything about all of this. We can't do nothing about this weird weather, so we just gotta just take it what it is. Take it what it is. I mean, well, regardless of like where you live, well, yeah, I don't live where you guys live, so I live in a different part of the world from where you guys live. So anyway, enough of that. Let me get into this video. Okay, let me clear my throat. There, that's better. Okay, in this video, I want to talk about the dating scene. Dating. Dating. Well, I never dated any woman. I never dated anybody in college or high school. I never dated any women and girls at all. I never went on a date with a woman or a girl because you know due to my disability and who I am, I just wasn't into that. But looking back on it, I'm gonna be kicking myself in the back for that, for not getting into dating. You know, I just wonder what dating a woman would be like. You know, getting in my car, driving to my girlfriend's house and picking her up and taking her to dinner. Ordering food for me and her at a restaurant. We go for a walk in the park, holding hands. We sit down at a park bench talking to one another. Yeah, and kissing a woman or a girl. You know, yeah, I never kissed a woman slash girl. I never kissed one. Let alone I never went on a date. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't that great with women and girls. I didn't know how to act around them. I didn't know how to treat them. I didn't know how to. I didn't know what to say and what not to say around them. Maybe well, I can't say I'm socially awkward because well, I'll take that back. I spoke to this woman who I had a crush on at this job I used to have. And it was weird, like, um, when I first met her, after I got the job, I was a janitor at this clothing store. Yeah. And, she, how can I say this? Yeah, she came up to me and said that, oh, I was quiet. I was real quiet. I didn't say anything. Then I remember after I went to take a break in the break room, she was sitting in there. I just went and start talking to her. And she didn't do a lot of talking. I talked to her. I mean, I was the one that talked a lot, and she barely ever talked to me. It was kind of weird, when she was in when another girl was in there with her, another woman was in there with her. She just started talking to her, like just talk back and forth, and and that didn't work with me, with between me and her. I don't know, maybe because, maybe I was like socially awkward. I don't remember what I said to her, at all. I said some good things to her. I told her how beautiful and cute she was, and she smiled and she was flattered. You know, we started talking to each other, like friends, and all the way, I think 2 years later, I decided to pop the question, the big question. I asked her, I asked her to, I asked her to be my girlfriend. I asked her, "Will you be my girlfriend?" That's what I asked her. Yeah, I didn't. Well, actually, I didn't ask her that yet. But when I went and asked her that at the at this I think she worked at this jewelry counter. You know, before the store before the store opened. I got done cleaning up the place. I was a janitor. Clean the bathrooms, clean the break room, cleaning the entire store, sweeping dirt off the floors. Yeah, I decided to pop the question and asked her, "Hey, so and so, do you want to be my girlfriend?" I'm not gonna say her name. And she just shook her head and said no. And I said, I really like you. And she said this, "I'm very flattered, but I want to stay single." And after that, I kind of felt bad on what I said to her. So I went in the break room and I saw her there and I kind of apologized for what I said to her. And she said this, "You didn't say anything bad to me." But yeah, but I asked you to be my, I asked you, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" And I kind of offend you by that. And she said, "You didn't offend me. I just want to be friends with you. We're just friends and nothing more." So I look at this. I'm saying to myself, maybe I just didn't know how to talk. Maybe I had a bad vibe on me that drove her away from me. And come to find out, she just wanted to stay single because she was very busy and she worked a full-time job. And I think one of the women there told me about her, and I said something that kind of shocked them, that I feel that I was wrong to say, that was kind of like awkward and kind of stupid and kind of wrong. But maybe I was trying to like force myself into being into a relationship with a woman, because I didn't know how to talk to a woman. I didn't know how to treat them. I didn't know what was right and what was wrong. And I just had that problem. Plus, I was a hothead. And when I went to school, I kind of did something. I kind of did bad things to girls that I didn't want to talk. That want to talk about in this video. Um, let's just say I was a punk. I kind of harmed the girls in an angrily temper tantrum way. And I come to a conclusion that I don't condone violence. And I think it's wrong to hit women and girls. Abuse them and murder them out of anger. I'm against that, and that's just wrong. I don't want to do that. Because if you're a man, if you do these things to a woman, you're a punk. You're a piece of shit, and you are. But I'm not trying to be a simp. I'm not trying to be a white knight. I'm not trying to be a Captain Save-A-Ho. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Women here in America are garbage. Women here in the United States are worthless. I get that. You know, a lot of them are spoiled, entitled. They're manly. They think they're men and they think they're men and they want to be men. They're fearful and paranoid of strangers. They think every man all over the US are creeps, weirdos, pedophiles, and perverts. Which in my mind is the most dumbest thing that you can ever think of. Like, how can I be a creep, a weirdo, and a pedophile and a pervert if I have interest in a woman? I want to go and talk to a woman. I want to get to know her. I want to go on a date with her. I want her to be my girlfriend. Yeah, but you know, you know, but yeah, what men like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly did, what these guys did to women and girls is wrong, but Jeffrey Epstein and R. Kelly, they're after children, they're after girls, underage girls, and what they did to them, which is downright scummy and dirty. And Bill Cosby, he drugged up women by putting knockout drugs in their drink at a club, and they drink the drink and the women get knocked out and they fall asleep, and Bill Cosby takes these women back to his place or the hotel or an apartment that the women are staying in, and rape them, take them back there just to rape them. Yeah. Yeah, and sexually harassing women by saying unwanted sexual things that will get you in trouble, like get a sexual harassment lawsuit filed on you. Yeah, and yeah, doing all that stuff to women and girls is just wrong. But I don't want to be like those guys, and I don't. Even though I didn't know how to talk to women. I didn't know how to treat them. I didn't know how to talk to them. I'm gonna learn, and I am. I'm gonna be a better man. You know. But hey, I gotta realize, there's some women out there who are just not into me. And it doesn't matter like what country they're from. It doesn't matter. And I heard some stories from people that, women in Colombia, They're dangerous. I get that. Yeah. I get that. It doesn't matter what country you go to. I'm gonna stay away from North Korea and Iran, those dangerous, bad countries. I get that. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You're gonna have some bad women. You know, women outside of the U.S., outside of North America. I get that. They're not. Women in the Philippines, women and women in Eastern Europe, and in South America. Countries where women are pro men and they love men and they dream about men and they want to be with men and they view a man as not what he looks like or all they care about what kind of person he is on the inside, not what he looks like on the outside. And all they care about is if he's all they care about is if he's a good person who can take care of them and the children. That's all they care about. But not all women are good. In those other countries, some are bad. Some can like take advantage of a man, can screw a man, can ruin a man's life. Like for instance, I remember a guy that I used to sub to here on YouTube. His name is Doc G or Doc Garcia. I used to sub to his YouTube channel, Damn This Place '07, which is now Doc G over '07. And yeah, I unsubscribed to the guy because he fell off. He lost it. And he did a video talked about he had a friend. He had a friend who lived in Spain. He was married to this woman, and this woman ruined his life. And this woman won't let him see his daughter, and he just lost it and killed himself, committed suicide. Yeah, I get that. There's like there's bad women out there. You got good women, you got bad women. But I'm looking at the United States and the women here are garbage, and they are the majority of them. But there's some small pockets of good women in this country. You know, who are not like their bad, trashy counterparts. You know, they're feminine, they're sociable, and they want to be with a man, and they don't believe in tearing down a man and putting themselves on a higher pedestal and throwing men under the bus. Yeah, those women here in the United States, they exist, but they're rare, they're hard to find, and they're taken. But I don't know if it's still like that today or not. I don't know. I'm just living in a different time now, so yeah, I understand that, all women aren't angels. All of them aren't good, and I get that. But if you see that a woman is no good, you get away from her. You drop her like a bad habit. You tell her to hit the bricks, and you move on. But you can't do that here in the U.S. because you can't get past talking to a woman and get right into a relationship with her. That's not gonna happen. In foreign countries outside of the U.S. you will, but here in the U.S., not a fucking chance. Not a motherfucking chance. Yeah. Heard about this 17-year-old teenage boy who weighs 200 pounds. I don't know how much he weighs in kilos, but Yeah, he tackled a teacher by taking her down, a female teacher by taking her down and beating her senseless. He was gonna, yeah, he's gonna beat her down. Well, he beat her down. He just took her. He just attacked her by tackling her, by taking her down and start beating her senseless. And he did all of this because she took his Nintendo Switch away from him. I'm gonna look at. I see this and I say to myself, number one, first off, you shouldn't be bringing your Nintendo Switch to school and playing it during class. I guess she took it away from him when when she and him were in the classroom together and she was teaching all the other students, including him, and he was like playing a video game on his Nintendo Switch, and she went and took it away from him. He got angry and waited after class to run up to her, tackle her down, take her down, and beat her senseless. And also saw it like the staff at the school just stand there and watched, and others went and start to help out to pull him off of her. And I'm gonna say this, men who beat up women, who kill women, they're cowards. They're cowards and they're worthless, and they are. And I kind of did some things, that were very bad towards women, and I feel bad for that. Women and girls, and I don't want to, I see that that's wrong, and I don't want to do that. I was a punk for doing that because I had a nasty temper, because, I'll let negative people put me down, like people, like people in real life in the past and now, and people online. Yeah, and I just got to look at this, I got to control my anger. I got to say to myself, I just can't let these people get to me, because the things that they say to me and how they treat me, what they do to me, they're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves. And there was a saying that I heard from Winston Wu, the founder of Happier Abroad, and he said this: if you stop caring what other people think, you're free. And in the past I failed to do that, but now I haven't. I catched on. I caught on to that. And I'm gonna stop caring what other people think. And that's it. All I can do is just say something about them and move on. And that's it. But beating up women and beating up girls and beating up men and other people, innocent people, isn't worth it. I understand that, here in the United States of America is a very toxic, loop-sided, mean-spirited, vicious, evil society that will bring out the worst in anybody, including people like me. But I gotta be numb, and I'm gonna do that, and I can't let people get to me, which I will do also. I just gotta turn a blind eye and just keep on keeping on. I just gotta keep on moving. I gotta keep living my life. I gotta do the right thing for myself, and the people around me. I gotta do the right thing. I can't do the wrong thing. I gotta do the right thing. I want to help people. I don't want to hurt people. I want to build people up. That's what I want to do. But, it's hard to do that because, This toxic society here in the US keeps pushing you back. I know it's hard, but I'm gonna power out of that. I'm gonna feel good about myself. And I'm going back to talking to women and girls. I wasn't that good at talking to them. And that's why I never went on a date with a woman or a girl. I mean, I don't know anything about romance or love because there's no love and romance in me, and I wish I had that in me. Because if I had that in me, you know, I'll be sitting here today, who had a girlfriend and who is married and have a wife and have children. But it was my father that didn't teach me that didn't teach me how to treat women or how to talk to a woman. I kind of put the blame on him. I'm just terrible with women. It's kind of sad, but I can't let it get to me. I just wish I just want to see what it's like to go on a date with a woman or a girl. You know, but I remember Barbara. But I danced with a girl in junior high. One of the boys let me dance with a girl. You know, I had my hand on her hips. We were slow dancing to a slow dancing song at this junior high dance that I went to. I danced with her for a little bit. She starts screaming and running away from me. Because the fact of the matter is, I was a snot-nosed punk kid. I was immature. I didn't know how to act towards women and girls. Well, the girls in junior high, I didn't know how to act around them. Because all I want to do is just be a child and play around. And I was a teenager. I didn't. I should have just grew up and just mature. But I didn't do that. And that's all on me. But that's also on my father. Maybe it's a fact that maybe my parents had something to do with me being this way. Because yeah, how I acted, as a child and a teenager, and a high schooler in high school. Yeah, but there's a saying: the truth is a hard pill to swallow, and it is. I still have a chance. I still have a chance to find that special someone for myself. I still have a chance, you know, but it's the last chance. I blow it, I blow this chance, it's all over. I'm finished. So all I have to do is just accept the fact that I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, be alone and single for the rest of my life, and I got to take that. I got to take the L. If I want the W, I got to get it. I got to learn how to talk to women. I got to learn how to talk to women, excuse me. I got to learn how to talk to women. I got to learn how to respect them. I got to learn what to say and what not to say around them. I'm not going to sexually harass them. But there's some I need to say. I said some things in the past about a woman. And I said something like, ooh, I bet she looks good in a pair of Levi's. And I don't know if I say something like that. I think that'd be considered sexual harassment. I'm not. I'm just saying it in a good way. I'll say that. I'll say that to myself. I look good in a pair of Levi's. I'll say that. I'll say that to myself. But I can't say that to anybody because I might offend them and they'll like take that as sexual harassment. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So, if I want to be with a woman, I got to do this. I got to learn how to talk to them. I got to respect them. I got to watch what I say around them. I got to stay away from crappy women who are no good. I just got to be a gentleman. I got to be a good man. I can't be like Harvey Weinstein. I can't be like Bill Cosby. And I sure as hell don't need to be like R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein. I don't need to be like those guys either. And yeah, I'm not going to go after these crappy women here in the United States. I'm just going to go after women who live in foreign countries. Screw Canada. Screw that. Colombia, Costa Rica, countries in Europe, some Asian countries, Eastern Russia, maybe, yeah, not maybe, well, yeah, I'll go after those women, but I'm going to stay away from, women here in the US and Canada and the UK, Yeah. So, but first I gotta learn how to respect women and learn how to treat them. And gotta keep my anger in check. Matter of fact, I gotta get rid of that anger. And I gotta be numb to everything here in the US, all the toxicity, all the negativity. I gotta just blow it off and just be one with myself. And just be numb. Speaking of that, in the fall, in October, I'm going to be going overseas. I'm going to go on a cruise. I'm going to get on a cruise ship. I'm going to sail to Italy, Greece, and Israel. I'm going to be sailing to Italy, Greece, and Israel in the Mediterranean Sea. In the southern part of Europe. That's going to be nice. And I'm probably going to meet some women there. Some of them are going to be gorgeous. Some of them aren't. So, feminine, probably. But if that's in the cards for me, I hope. So, but first, I got to learn how to respect women. I got to learn how to talk around them. I got to treat them right. I can't treat them wrong. I got to get rid of that anger, that temper. Get rid of it. And just be numb and be one with myself and feel good about myself. And tell myself I can do it. I can do anything I want to do if I put my mind to it. I shouldn't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to have that attitude. Because, after this video, in future videos, I'm probably going to be sitting next to a woman doing a video on this channel. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll just see that, and we'll just see that in the future. I'm going to cross that bridge until I get there. So, that's all I got to say in this video. Thank you for watching the video. Cheers.